there's so much BS out there. I don't think the agency space is well. I think the reason for this is there's one problem is that there's 42,100 agencies. They're not all marketing agencies. Yeah, in Boston. Yeah. So I don't know if that's U.S. or that's internationally, but it seems probably like U.S. There's
there's such a low barrier to entry.
There's a low barrier to entry. Like, hey man, I know how to run Facebook ads. I'm going to set me up an agency.
Yeah, or I don't, and I'm going to set me up an agency anyway, and I'll figure it out as I go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When you read those articles, like 15 businesses you can start from home with no money, number one is always agency.
Yeah.
And it's actually usually numbers 1, 3, 9, and like there's a bunch of different. It's like content agency, traffic agency, graphic agency.
Yeah, yeah, because it's. I mean, if you have a modicum of expertise, you can probably get a client here or there.
Yeah,
and like, if you need money, like you can do it, and we know plenty of people who need money and just used very deceptive tactics in order to get that money any way they possibly can, and the agency is a way to do it. So we're going to help you sniff through your agency's BS here. And I know you've got a list, I've got a list, and we'll combine our lists here together to hopefully safeguard against you making a bad choice for your agency. At the very least, hopefully give you some takeaways, some questions to ask. And if you ever book a call with Solutions 8 and Tier 11, like ask these same questions. I encourage you to do that.
Dare you?
How dare you to, question our expertise? But no, seriously, like you need to do this. Like this is a big choice. And what ends up happening is what really pisses me off is that if people don't ask these questions, they hop from agency to agency to agency. And then it's just like, you're never going to find our true partner that way unless you actually know like really what you're looking for and what to watch out for. So these are today's watch outs. So Kasim, what do you got on number one on your list?
We're Google partners or Facebook partners, as though this matters. What this really means is I had 45 minutes to waste, and I wasted it. I did. Which incidentally, we're Google Premier partners, Ralph. That's how fancy we are. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with being a Google partner or a Facebook partner, but there's no real value proposition. I don't know. You can tell me how you feel about Facebook's education. Google's education is flawed. So if somebody says we follow all the rules or we do what Google tells us to do, you don't want to work with that agency.
Yeah.
Because Google wants you to spend a whole bunch of money and not care about the results.
I have found on the Google side so few, and I know I'm going to piss off a lot of Google reps by saying this, so few reps that actually know what the hell they're talking about.
All the good ones are in Mountain View. If you're on the phone with somebody at Google, ask them, hey man, where are you geographically? And if they say anywhere else, even if it's in the States, they say anywhere else other than Mountain View, the really good actual, like, know what the hell they're doing. Google reps are in Mountain View at Google proper. Right. And all the rest of them are most of those reps that you talk to don't even work for Google. They work for companies. I forget their name. I think one's called T-Tech, and another one, there's another really big one out there. They're just vendors that have @google.com email addresses, and they're effectively salespeople. And their KPI is just to get you to spend more.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. So the takeaway here is to ask, like, if you do talk to an agency that says, yeah, we're a Google partner, first question you should ask if you're a CMO or director of marketing or owner operator is, oh, that's great. Like, where's your rep based?
You know what's funny about that, man, is we don't have a rep. Mm-hmm. Google took away, and you guys might have one because you've been around longer than I. Google took away agency dedicated reps. So there are agencies that still have them. But we have reps on individual accounts, like large spend accounts, but I don't have an agency rep. I don't have anybody to call or to talk to. I have 200 clients. I have 200 clients. Most agencies tap out at 30, and Google hasn't given me a single point of contact.
We have one or two, but it's like a rotation. I don't know why we would actually have one and you wouldn't. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I do that. Well, I also talk just a boatload of shit. So I could see Google saying, like, don't
screw Solutions 8.
Yeah.
Now, on the Meta side, like, hey, we're a Facebook partner. First off, you should say Meta. So, like, get with the program. Facebook is...
It's like saying AdWords. I use AdWords. Do you now?
Do you really? Great. It's awesome.
Yeah, you take your walker to the computer and use the AdWords.
I I'm a Yahoo pay-per-click expert. No, I mean, I think everybody says like they're a partner of if they say Facebook, first off, it's bullshit.
Hmm.
Secondly, like you should be, we actually do have a Meta rep who is quite good. Like she's, and the team and her boss, her boss's boss, her boss's boss's boss. Like I know a lot of people at Meta, and these are high quality people. Now, are they running ads right now? Do they know in the trenches stuff like you do, or like our media buyers do? No, they don't. But they bring us ideas and concepts that we probably wouldn't have thought of before,
Hmm.
because like we're always like, well, what are the big brands doing? Like, what are the big ones doing? Like, tell us about that stuff. And of course, I mean, they always have their own agenda. Like they want us to be able to adopt their products, and like they were way ahead of it on reels. Like, hey, tier 11, like
Yeah.
use more reels. And like now we're like, reels are great, So I think that if you have the right meta rep, it actually makes a huge difference. But I'm skewed because we actually have one. But if somebody says like, do you have, you have a Facebook rep, like ask them what kind of rep they have. If they don't know what it is, or if they don't know if it's a partner manager is the key for agencies.
Hmm.
They're bullshitting you. Like it's BS. And I know that department really, really well. And it's an exclusive club to be a partner manager. So I'm not saying that to tout tier 11. I'm just saying that if it's on their site, I would not necessarily think that it's real, especially if they say they have a Facebook rep, which is like, or they have our Facebook partner. There's no such thing
Yeah.
anymore. It's a meta business partner or a partner manager program. So anyway, so that one, we kind of blew that one out of the water. So a couple of takeaways there, which is important.